Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development, and we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Hi. Okay. Well, guys, it looks like Nintendo's done for now. So, let me go ahead. Make sure everything has popped up real quick. Hang on. Okay, so as far as what we saw, let me go ahead and help us kind of unpack this. So let me first of all let me go ahead and give my grade for this Nintendo Direct. And we got a little bit of Zelda, we got some Mario, we got Splatoon 3, we got a bunch of different interesting things today. So overall, I would probably have to give this a grade of probably B plus, maybe. If I gave it a number grade from 1 to 10, I would probably say 7.5 out of 10. So let me go ahead and go back to the previous screen so that we can carefully unpack a little bit of this. So that I can talk about the things that I liked the most and the things that I liked the least. I will bring my webcam up as with it as well. Hang on one moment. Okay, here we go. Okay, first of all, let me go ahead and bring up the screen for the Nintendo Direct, and let me go back to certain games so that we could talk about. So we could talk about certain games that we may and may not have liked. Let's see here. Hang on one moment. Okay, first of all, the Smash Brothers Ultimate X Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC. I would definitely have to give that a. I would have to give this separately a C plus, maybe. I mean, sure we got. Sure we got a few characters out of this. We got Pyra and what's the other one's name? Okay, next I wanted to talk about Now, Fall Guys is definitely an interesting game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch for those who have played it before. Know exactly what it's about. For example, as you can see here, we've got. Oh, you didn't see the characters. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. As you can see here, this character right here this is one of the characters coming. Let me let me get the name to pop up. Hang on. Hang on one moment.
Being smashed.
Come on. Show the name. I'm still trying to get the name to pop up. Hang on. Okay, here we go. As you can see here, Pyro blazes into battle. Then we had the other one too. Let me find the other one here. Okay, here's the other one. Mithra, or however you say her name, is also coming, as you can see here. And for those who actually missed the early part of the direct here, you can always go back and rewind, do the you can always go back and do the rewind feature for the parts of the Nintendo Direct in this that you missed. Then, of course, after the Smash stuff, let's go ahead. And as you can see here, we've got Fall Guys. Nintendo Switch Online membership sold separately. Nintendo Switch on Nintendo account required for online features. Again, for Fall Guys, by the way. Yeah, probably not, Lee. And then, of course, for those who came in earlier, saw the Outer Worlds here. And again, the Outer Wilds releases this summer. Now, the two games that I find very interesting here, let me find the names of them. Hang on. Actually, hang on 1 second. I had it popped up a second ago. Give me 1 sec. I apologize about this. Okay, here we go. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind, or yeah, who stands behind. Yo, hi there, Lewis. How you doing? As you can see here, these are basically two detective games. If you've played anything like Mystery Case Files, if you've played the Mystery Case Files games, this is basically something similar to that. These games were originally Japanese only games. Hang on 1 second. Now, doesn't this guy right here remind y'all of somebody? I for and for those who have saw dang it, for those who have saw anime might remember that this guy right here kind of reminds you of somebody. And then there was also, let's move on from these games. Pre-orders for this game are available today. For these games are available today, I mean. Then, of course, we moved on to Samurai Warrior 5. I will, of course, be putting these into separate uploads for our YouTube channel, by the way. And I will kind of talk about them a little bit at a time as well, post production. But as far as the Famicom Warrior, as far as the Famicom re-releases are coming, I will probably say that I may try one or both of those games later. Oh, nice, Lewis, nice. Now let's move on to as you can see here, Legend of Mana is coming to the Nintendo Switch on June 24th. Just to show you a little bit of what it looks like for those who've missed it. For those who have played the Secret of Mana, will definitely remember backgrounds like this right here. But this is definitely something that a lot of people will be interested in right here. So for Legend of Mana, I will probably have to give this about probably a C or C plus, maybe. Now, what a lot of people got confused by. Hang on 1 second. was the Capcom Presents. And this is where I told everybody that this right here was Monster Hunter Rise. As you can see here. And again, if I remember correctly, it said this game came out or comes out very soon. Yeah, March 26th for Monster Hunter Rise. But again, I will split these up into smaller trailer segments and stuff on my end, and I will talk about them individually instead of putting this into chapters. And then, of course, we've got as you can see here, we got Mario Golf Super Rush. As you can see right here, for those who have played any Mario Golf game, knows the basics of Mario Golf. Oh, and I will be putting these smaller trailers and segments and stuff on my my Instagram, my EZLO Instagram, and my TikTok. But let's get to a few of the newer features. But again, Mario Golf Super Rush is available June 25th. But let me go back just a little. Okay, as you can see here, we got story mode. And then there was, of course, the speed golf. And again, I will talk more about these a little bit later on when I do segments and stuff. I will be putting these into separate segments. But don't worry, I'll still keep this original Nintendo Direct presentation up for those who might want to rewatch it. You know, who might want to rewatch the full Direct. But I will be putting these into separate parts too. And then, of course, we moved on from Mario Golf. Here, after Mario Golf, hang on one second. We had Tales from the Borderlands. And then, of course, we had the Capcom. This basically Capcom Arcade Stadium. And then we had games like Ghosts and Goblins here. And again, I'm trying to do these a little bit at a time so y'all can see what's going on here. Then, of course, we had Stubbs, the zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse. Well, that's understandable, Goku. But again, I'm trying to carefully talk about these a little bit for those who may have missed what was going on, so y'all can rewatch this later too. But after this, we had No More Heroes 3. And let me make sure yep, as you can see here, this is where I talked about No More Heroes 3. Available August 27th for those who enjoy the No More Heroes series. Oh, I'm sure they'll talk about that later, Lee. Let me go back just a little bit. Okay, we had Neon White here. This is basically the equivalent of Saving Heaven. From demons and stuff, from monsters and stuff, basically. As you can see there, just a little bit more of Neon White. Available winter 2021. Then this is where a lot of people basically came back wondering what Supergirls was. So here we go. This is DC's uh, Superhero Girls Teen Power. Available June 4th for those who are interested in stuff like that. Then, of course, we had Plants vs. Zombies. As you can see here, just a little bit of Plants vs. Zombies here. And again, it's Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville Complete Edition, March 19th, 2021. Who knows, Goku? They might. Then, of course, they're talking about Metopia here. For anybody who's played Metopia on the 3DS, knows exactly what knows exactly what you're in store for here. And again, pre-orders are available today. But again, it comes out May 21st. Then, of course, we know about the Animal Crossing DLC. As you can see here, free update available February 25th for Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary. But again, don't worry, I will be putting these into separate segments and stuff too. Again, Animal Crossing is available now, but the update is coming February 25th, like I said. And of course, they mentioned Bowser's Fury. Then, of course, the game that I may possibly try a demo of was Project Triangle Strategy. And as you can see here, the demo is now available. It was after this presentation that they said that it was going to release. Oh, I'm sure you do, Lee. I'm sure you do. Then, of course, calling all hunters. This is where they were talking about Star Wars hunters. I couldn't care less about Star Wars. But again, it's available this year, and that's all they said. And then, of course, we had Knockout City coming May 21st, 2021. For me, as far as this goes, I would probably have to say I'm not really too interested in this game. Now, this game right here, for those who've played or even watched Danganronpa, pretty much will remember that World's End Club kind of reminds me of that game a little bit. I mean, just take a look at this, guys. I mean, tell me you don't see any similarities here. And then, of course, they talked about Hades here. Hang on one moment. Okay, and again, the physical version of Hades is available March 19th. Again, for those who have played Hades already but want to get the game again, that's up to you if you want to double dip. And then, of course, they showed off Ninja Gaiden uh, Master Collection, which is basically 3 games in one, available June 10th. Hang on one moment.
Switch as the action-packed.
Okay, here we go. We've got Ninja Gaiden Sigma. We've got Ninja Gaiden 2. I can't exactly tell what the bottom of that name was in there. And there was Ninja Gaiden 3. The Razor's Edge. And those 3 games make up the Ninja Gaiden Master Edition. Or the Master Collection, I mean. And then, of course, they talked about DLC for Hyrule Warriors. Yeah, for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, the expansion pass, we get, or y'all would get the purchase bonus available May 28th. Newly added weapon for Link, newly added costume for Link. Again, I'll talk more about these later on too, and then I'm also going to mention a little bit for Wave 1 we get, or y'all would get new expanded roster, and then for Wave 2, newly added stages. And again, both of those are $19.99. And moving on, we had now this game right here, Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. I actually might consider this game in the future as well. But for me, I know for sure that, again, this one is also available February 25th. Okay, let me get past this just a little bit so I can talk about
Battle
this.
Pass. Plus, for the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame,
Okay, this is Apex Legends. Hang on. This is also a free game, by the way.
and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
And there you go. March 9th for Apex Legends. And then, of course, the game that everybody is going to be wanting on July 16th, Skyward Sword HD. Now, with the button-only commands, this is where I would want it for this is where I would be able to use my Pro Controller for this game. So, let's go back just a little bit.
Movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo
Okay, now with button-only controls.
Switch Lite system. After mulling
And I will talk about these as he's talking. Here we go.
over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
As you can see here, for tilting, you'd have to use the right control stick here. Okay, moving on. Now for the sword,
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward.
there we go. If we wanted to swing the sword downward, there's how you do that.
To swing to the right,
To the right,
to the left, or diagonally,
or diagonally. There we
just
go.
tilt the stick in the respective direction. Here's something else we've been working on. Special
And then, of course, they go into talking about the special Joy-Cons. Then, of course, they explain a lot of the stuff from Breath of the Wild came from this.
Okay, the
Then, of course, let me go back to where they talk
Legend
about
of Zelda
the release
Skyward
date.
Sword
Here we go.
HD.
Okay, here we go. Available July 16th, just 2 days before my birthday. Nintendo's definitely trying to get me to get this game. Who knows? We may see Mario Maker 3. I don't know yet. And then, of course, I was right about this one right here. Hang on. See, guys, I was right about Splatoon 3.
so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time.
Huh. Huh. Hey, yeah, guys, let's see if that's better now. Hang on. Okay, now where'd the mic go mute at? Under Okay, under what part did it go mute? If I remember correctly, it's when I was talking about Skyward Sword, so let's see here. Okay, probably about right here. Oh, when I did stretch. Yeah, okay, let's see here. Now, like I was saying about Skyward Sword HD, it'll be available 2 days before my birthday, so seeing as how it'll have regular button controls for like pro controller stuff, I will probably get it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get. I'm probably gonna have to. I'm probably gonna have to get a new cord for it because the cord is what's causing it. But anyway, let's continue talking about Splatoon 3 a second. Hang on. Okay, now, like I was saying about Splatoon 3, for those who didn't remember, it's going to be out. It's coming out in 2022. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to take a break, and then I will put these into individual parts by talking about the games separately. But instead of actually getting the Nintendo Direct link again, I will just go from my coverage of it and go from there with it. So I don't know. They didn't even talk about the Zelda 35th anniversary. So let's see here. Oh yeah, it has been around for a while, Lee. But do y'all have any other questions or comments before we call this a stream? And the reason I'm asking is because for those who want to know how long I've been going for, dang, 2 hours and 12 minutes and 20 some odd seconds. Dang. And again, the pointer is basically showing you where it's basically showing you. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Ewan. And while I'm waiting on you to give your question, I'm going to put on another commercial real quick and get me a drink of water. Okay, now about Master Chief, I have no clue yet. Well, that would be up to Nintendo and the Smash Brothers team. I'm guessing. As far as Master Chief goes, I have no clue. And while we are pretty much done with the feed screen now, let me go ahead and transition back to the broadcast booth now. Okay, here we go. Okay, again, guys, thank y'all for tuning in, and let's look for a raid target. Monster Matt is doing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Hmm. Okay, everybody is pretty much talking about the Nintendo Direct, basically, guys. So let's carefully look for somebody to raid. And we'll probably just end up raiding Monster Matt.
Thank you for overhead. I mean, I'm not.
Yep, we're going to raid Monster Matt. Give me one moment. Yep, 101 TS raid. Anyway, let me go ahead and post the link. And again, it is Monster Matt. Again, thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see y'all at the raid. Let me go ahead and do one other thing real quick. Let me give y'all some currency for the 5 likes. And again, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to transition over to the ending scene now. Again, thanks for coming, and I will see y'all at Monster Matt stream.